Oh. Hello friends, welcome. My name is Fleur, and today I wanted to speak a little bit about self-judgment and self-blame and guide you through a short meditation to come back in touch with your truth, your wholeness, your innate beauty. So I hear so many of us, including myself, judge ourselves on a continuous basis. And so much of our joy, our creativity, our sense of aliveness is drained out of us when we judge. And it's really a painful way to try and help somehow ourselves to become better, to do the things we always wanted to do, to change ourselves, to fix ourselves. Yet what it really does is clench our heart. Like it almost becomes like this fist where we cut ourselves off from what is available. The insights, the intuition, the flow of life. And it's really interesting because you see this even with young children. It's like beating ourselves up becomes a way of trying to be better somehow. And yet we imprison ourselves. We shut ourselves down. We shut down our hearts. And I myself became really tired of this feeling of never being good enough, never doing it right, always blaming myself for the things I was doing, the mistakes I was making, either with my children or with things around my work. And it just felt, every time I did that, I felt drained and contracted and somehow even worse, like a lot worse. So I decided to see if I could find ways for myself to be kinder and to forgive and to pay attention to what was actually underneath that judgment. And you know, the more we do this in our own lives and with ourselves, the more we can also help others and see others who are beating themselves up, like our children, for example, and we can help them as well. So just take a moment to take a deep breath with me, if you're willing. Just take a deep breath. So often we forget to breathe. So often we're not even here for ourselves. We're up in our head, trying to manage, to fix, to control. So just start with taking one deep breath. And notice where in your life you are judging yourself the most. Where are you blaming you? Perhaps for how you look, how your body looks. Perhaps for how you are showing up in relationships. Perhaps in your work, always finding fault and failure. Perhaps with something with your children that you felt you did wrong. And just become curious about it and become aware. You just notice. And see what that judge is trying to do, that inner judge. What is he trying to do, really? Ask yourself that question. How are you helping me? And you might find that this judge is only trying to help. It's trying to perhaps change you. Perhaps motivate you. And bring some compassion to that one that's trying to help. Even though it's a dysfunctional way of helping, it's still worth giving love. Simply thanking it for trying to help you all these years trying to do its best, to get you where you want to go. Give it some love and appreciation. And then connect to a deeper place within yourself, a deeper, wiser place, a place that feels more whole. And just shower that judge with light. Just shower it, thank it. And then sit for a moment in this deep place of rest, of knowing that this judgmental, blaming voice is in you, but it's not really you. You're so much more. You're so much more than that clench, that fixer inside. Just looking for love, just looking for a sense that it belongs without your judgment of it. And in a sense, we're showering the dark places, the wounded places inside of us with light, with recognition. There's no one to blame. Even the blamer, the judger, is not to blame. It's the only way we knew to perhaps get better in our lives. That's all the way we knew. And now perhaps we have the courage to look deeper and to shower those places inside of us with more light, with more awareness. And know that you are not broken. You never were broken. Because you are this wholeness. You came in as it, and you are this wholeness. You're never broken. And you don't need to fix yourself. So slowly open your eyes. And the more love we give that part of us that always blames and judges and trying to fix, the more it can feel like there is more space. You're less in the grip of it. You're less imprisoned by it. And your heart can start to soften. I mean, this may take a while. This may take some practice. you know? Because our default is, our habit is to clench our heart, to judge, to fear, to be dissatisfied with ourselves, you know? And that is just a habit. So by bringing appreciation and love to yourself, you can actually start to slowly change that habit and become free of it. So you can express your creativity, you can express your joy and your humor and your aliveness with more ease. And that's what this life is all about. So be patient with yourself. Whenever you can, whenever you notice tightness coming again, just bring this loving kindness, this light, and this compassion for that part of you that is only been trying to help you. It just didn't know how. And now you do know how. Bring love to it. Bring kindness to yourself. Until next time, much love to you.